everybody, this is Elizabeth from Organized Chaos, and today I'm going to be taking out the old pages from last school year's planner and putting in the new pages that I just printed out for my 2018-2019 school year planner. So if you don't know already, I use a combination teacher and rest of my entire life planner. I've been doing this for years now, and I have the printables in the ones that you're going to see, plus lots of other formats and options in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. You can always find those by searching for the hashtag #PlanMyWholeLife on teacherspayteachers.com. So anyway, I thought I would just do a quick flip through of all of the pages from last year before I take them out, and then I'm going to put the new ones in. This is a hardcover and discs from the ARC brand at Staples. It's, I think, called the Martha Stewart binder, and I've been using this for I think a year or more now, and it's really nice and sturdy. I use it so much that it's really nice to have something that stands up to all of the wear and tear that I put this thing through. So I usually keep inside the front pocket, I keep a few pay stubs, and usually here during the school year is where I have my monthly lesson outlines. You can learn more about how I have my curriculum and lesson plans set up on my blog if you search for tiered planning, or look for the course Lesson Planning Made Awesome. It's a free course that you can take to make your own lesson planning setup. In the pocket, I always keep one of my erasable pens, plus a few note cards and stamps. And then I have this extra cover to just keep because this is so bulky, I don't want it to bend the pages. I used this cover all year this past school year, and I thought I would switch that out now. I send out some special custom covers with these music related quotes and stuff to my email newsletter subscribers. I sent this one out last year, and the new one that I'm putting in for now is the one I just sent out in my latest email newsletter. So if you are on my list, you can make sure that you grab that. And if you aren't, what are you waiting for? Anyway, so I laminated these so that I can reuse them again. But this is one of the new cover designs that I'm really excited about. Anyway, I'm not going to put in the new stuff yet. I'm just going to really quick, I need to stop talking so much. This is my future planning of the old stuff, and then I have my curriculum outlines. This is my yearly plans that I have for each grade, when I'm going to teach what. Then I have the monthly calendars. These are always really fun because I don't have to cram quite as much information in as I do on my weekly pages, so I can kind of do a little more decorative stuff. I have this dashboard that I made. It's just laminated scrapbook paper, and then I put post-it notes that I keep on there. I have some longer pads on the back. And then this starts my weekly pages. And this is from the 2017-2018 school year. I did, just so you know, go through this before I made the video to take out any post-it notes that had personal information on them, or student information that I can't share. But I do usually have sticky notes like this that I keep, because a lot of times I want to take something out that I've written down for myself, either take it with me to go to a meeting or something, or I want to move it to another week so I can reference it. But a lot of times I end up, especially during busy times of year, with multiple, this was holiday break, multiple post-it notes in 1 week just because there's a lot of information. I loved decorating this year. I tried a lot of new kinds of stickers and stuff. And of course, you know, washi tape and a lot of scrapbook paper kinds of things. All of these, when you see the notes pages covered completely with a design, those are generally paper from paper pads that I get at craft stores, and I love using those. This was spring break. Went a little crazy there. This is another one with lots of Post-its. Here's another one I know. I have Post-it here, and 2 and 3 and 4 different Post-it notes. That was getting ready for an informant that I was doing. And more. Yep. All right. So those are all. This was the last full week of school, and then I did have 2 more days of school the following week. We went till the last week of June this year with a lot of makeup days, but I switched over because there wasn't a whole lot of lesson planning that I needed to do. I switched over to the calendars that I use during vacation weeks, especially in the summer. And these are, I have a bunch of more flexible weekly and monthly templates in the business planner section of the Plan My Whole Life planners. But anyway, so this is the start of summer last week and then this coming week. And then I always keep the current week marked with this magnetic clip, which right now is just holding all of my summer calendar pages. And then back here, this is what I do in the summer. These are all individual Post-it notes with categories of things that I want to do over the summer. It's just a like running to-do list so that I'm crossing off as I go. Clearly I did not fill this in this year, which all year when it would come up I regretted. So I'm going to do a better job this year. This is the first year that I didn't do it in the fall. I don't know what happened. But anyway, I can't really show you the other sections because of the information on it, but I have a school section. I have a section for my website and my store and stuff like that. It's mostly to keep track of expenses, but also sort of planning out what I'm going to be doing. And then home, where I have, you know, friends and family contacts, home organization stuff like cleaning lists and that kind of thing. So that was last school year. So let's get this next school year put in here. So in front of where the curriculum is where I have the, you know, really long range planning kinds of stuff. So I'm going to take out the 17-18 calendar and put in my 18-19. And if you do use the planners in my store, these get updated every year for free. You don't have to keep, you know, repurchasing these or anything like that. And then I have a copy of my district calendar, and then I always leave my class schedule blank when I put the page in because I like to print it out and tape it in, just because schedules tend to change mid-year sometimes, and I don't want to have to deal with reprinting the whole page. And then I'm doing something new this year, kind of like I did for this in this spring, so that I could start planning out stuff for next year. I'm just going to have a thing that's called events, and this has the entire year, and my plan is to put anything that comes up, like it could be even doctor's appointments or things like that. I'm going to put in here along with, you know, school long-range planning stuff. So I have that, which I'm going to put, and I'm trying not to show you some of the pages that I can't show on camera. So sorry, it's a little awkward, but okay. Let's take these out. And then I'm going to skip over to the months. I already printed out through September because I was planning some stuff out in advance for the summer. But these are gonna go right in here after September. And then the tabs that I use are just basically glorified post-it notes in the shapes of tabs, these right here. And then I laminated the front side of the tabs. So what I am going to do is I'm gonna keep July, obviously, which has June on the back. So I'm gonna move this tab and take these out, and then I can keep using those tabs. I'm sure eventually they'll wear out, but this is the third year that I've used these same tabs just as like a, sticky note. And so far, I haven't had to replace them. The backs have held up really well. So, all right, so now we got to take out all of these weeks. I used to just keep half of the pages at a time in my planner, half of the year at a time, sorry. But I started keeping the whole year just because I stopped caring about how big my planner was, because it's just so important to me that I didn't want to have to, and I like being able to put things in there in advance, like to-dos that I want to do later in the year and stuff like that. So, okay, this is the entire school year from last year is all out, and I'm gonna take this tab out as well. And now let's put in the new school year. So I'm gonna put the entire school year in here, I think. If you are not familiar with disc binding, I highly recommend looking into it. There's a popular brand of planners called the Happy Planner that uses disc binding, but you can also find them, like I said, mine is from Staples, and there are other ones out there as well. It's just a really nice way to get the best of spiral binding, where the notebook can lay flat instead of like a folder or a binder, but also have the flexibility to take pages in and out really easily. So I've been using this kind of disc binding system for, I think it's 5 years now, and it has been awesome. Okay, so I just realized that I had some school pages that need to go in the school section. So, and I'm going to move my summer to the beginning of the week section, because that's the order we're going to do this in, right? Should have thought about that. That's okay. All right, so now I'm going to put this tab, because the summer weeks are not that important. I won't keep them in. So put the weekly tab at the first. This is going to be the end of August, the first lesson planning week that I'll be doing for next school year. And now let's go back to the school tab, and let's put in the new parent contact log, PD log, and substitutes log Those are probably my most used sections, and wow, they make a huge difference. Especially, and this one too, especially when I keep up with it. But all right, I think that is my new planner set up for the year. So thank you all for watching. Remember, you can find a lot more information about my planner. I have tons of tips for setting this up and using your planner and all kinds of stuff like that on my website, caldwellorganizedchaos.com. And you can find out more about my planners on Teachers Pay Teachers with the hashtag Plan My Whole Life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.